Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. This is Andy Teixeira. Today, I'm excited to talk about marquees because I have a few ideas to improve marquees that I hope that will come into fruition in the future. First off, I want to talk about the fact that Jango Fett should have been a legendary, as well as two others. I feel like both Wicket and Mother Talzin should have been legendaries in the past. We would have had two more legendary missions cycling around, giving us an opportunity to actually work with Night Sister, improving Night Sisters for that character, and then improving Ewoks for Wicket. So marquee events, great. I feel like they're great. I do miss the fact they used to give credits to improve, at least start leveling it up. So hopefully they give those back. Lately they've been giving, other than ally points, they've lately been giving mods. That's great. Don't get me wrong. Of course, there are always health mods. We do have a good plethora of tanks, so using those health mods, great for those tanks. But from that, I felt like losing the credits was kind of annoying, because you could at least take the with the characters you got, you could at least take the character at least up to 60, so you're not using all the credits you already had. So that is something I miss. Hopefully they reiterate that and actually keep this kind of setup. I Jango Fett, because of the crazy cadence of a lot of people not liking marquees lately. It's not the fact they didn't like it. A lot of people have been saying, especially the game changers, they say they like the concept. It's just when you get flooded with marquee events, and then you have to start farming those characters, it's kind of annoying. But I'm glad they're starting to add these slicing rewards. Is that a bonding pin? I thought it says a bobby pin. I'm like, ha ha ha, that'd be funny. But yeah, so let's talk about marquee events. So I want to say that it's a great concept. They have a marquee lineup where you get the character. Of course, in the beginning, you only had to start paying for it until it became free to play. Then you could start getting the character. That was a horrible way to do it. Then they added tournaments, which some people like. I didn't, just because of the fact I got, gypped out a lot on some of the battles, but at the same time, also, so did a bunch of other people, just because there was a lot of cheating involved with those tournaments, and it was kind of sad that happened. Because once the cheating started to happen, that's when everyone had issues, and that's why they had to stop the tournaments. But then they made the marquee events, improved them, and now I'm glad they have it. So you can at least get a 3-star character at the start. And, you can start working with them. And some of the 3-star characters, Darth Sion, Darth Nihilus, recently Bastila, and a few other tanks here and there, have been really good. Oh, Enfy's Nest, a 3-star. They've been great at 3-star. You can arena run them. And in the squad arena, you would start seeing, those 3-star characters up in the top 50. Also, this is my list. So many Traya, so many Bastila. See, 3-star Bastila right here, 47, 46. People are starting to farm her now, so that's always nice, because she recently came free to play. But unfortunately, I feel like where they've been putting them could be improved a little bit. So I guess they've been telling the game changers that they're not going to be throwing them in stores anymore. So you're not going to see, because the last character really thrown in a store, and this one was Chopper. Well, other than Cassian Ewing, was Chopper. Guild store. Well, they've added a few characters here and there. Young Han was Guild store. Squad arena. It's just Phoenix. Literally, Phoenix was the last one that really got thrown in. I feel like that's a disappointment, especially with Fleet Arena. Fleet Arena, of course, I missed gear out of Fleet Arena, but look at that. I'm saving up 13,000 because everything I have is 7-star. 7-star, other than the ships here and there, as well as now I can start getting more Zetas. But look at that, 7 stars. I'm done with that one. Same with this one. I'm starting to save up. This one I just farm prestige. This one, or not that one. This one I farm Cassian's Ewing and sometimes the shipbuilding materials, just to farm them. The Ewing just for the shard store. But yeah, I feel like they could be throwing more characters in these, especially the guild events. Giving us another couple of rows of characters would be lovely. some of the recent characters added would have been great. But unfortunately, they've decided to go away from that. Now, am I disappointed in this? I think a lot of people are. I feel like they should still add a character here and there to make it a little easier to farm up, because it takes less time than trying to get. Because you could get at least a guaranteed 5 a day versus 1 to 3 a day, which that is significantly speeds up. Now, of course, you have multiple refreshes and you have stuff saved up like this. I could get. Oh, I need to farm him anyways. I'm trying to max him out finally. Because I recently maxed out Resistance Trooper, and I can farm this. I get like 15 a day versus up to 15 a day, depending on if I want to spend crystals for refreshes or not, versus 3 to 5 a day. Oh, and that's just a significant increase. It'll speed up characters. So hopefully this is, to this, I feel like, because if you recently noticed, in one of the last videos I'm going to be uploading, I covered the fact that Jedi Anakin and General Veers was replaced for one of their nodes for Jolie Bendo and Bastila Shan. I hate the replacing, but at the same time, having the characters replaced would be, if at least you give those characters another shot in another area. Because I think some of the characters that had a two slots went down to 1 slot. Like, I think it was, I could be wrong on this one, First Order Stormtrooper. Let's go look really quick. Because I know he had a recent replacement. Okay, so he's still dark side, light side, but the thing is having multiple slots, they have a risk of being replaced, so they could always replace light side or dark side version, and then he'll be down to 1, which means, unfortunately, you'll have to farm them this slower way. So I have compiled a few improvements and ideas to that area. First off, let me go back to First Order Stormtrooper. I should have kept it there. There we go. Oh, I totally passed First Order. Man, I don't know how to read. So, First Order Stormtrooper has 2 spots. First off, I feel like anything. Actually, I should be better off going here. So first off, I want to show off the energy costs. It goes 12, 12, 12. Then it goes 12. Okay, then 16, 16, 16, 20, and then 20. That's, it gets costly really quickly. I feel like it go 12, 12, 12, and then 14, 14, and 14, and 16, 16, 16, or 12, 12, 12, 12 to 3, then it goes 14, 14, then it goes 16, 16, then it goes 18, 18 instead of up to 20. And then when it gets to 10, it'd be 20. So reducing the energy cost would be very helpful, because then you're able to do some more battles. The second thing, 1 shard per try, a chance for 1 shard per try. I feel like they could either do a guaranteed 1 per try and a chance for more, or just do 1 to 3, where you have a chance to get 1 to 3 shards per try. That would allow, and I'm not talking about just the characters, I'm talking about the ships, and I'm talking about the gear pieces. So it gives us a chance to speed up the game a little bit, because I bet you get to a certain point and it's just a long drag to try to get it. Like when you're farming gear, like gear pieces, that you got to go up to 50, which I'd hate to see gear pieces going up to 100. That would suck. And I think that could be the new 12 plus plus kind of thing. I don't know. Gear 12 plus, but once you get to, taking a character up to gear 12 can be long without the store gear. And that's just kind of a disappointment, but at least giving us a chance to go 1 to 3, a 1-3, add it to the bottom, and then each try you have a chance to getting up to 3 shards. That would speed up the game a little bit better. It would speed up the game significantly, and I don't know why they don't do that. I feel like that would be a great way. I know some people would be like, or some of the developers would be like, that's just speeding them up too much, but I feel like not really. It takes so long to farm anyway, so why not give us a chance to speed it up? And then one last thought on speeding areas up is we recently got a weekly store That's great. We even have a chance to spend ally points, which that's phenomenal. Why didn't they think of doing that, in another store previously? Spending some of the ally points. Of course, I feel like that's a little overcosted, but then again, you get tons of ally points. But maybe I personally say the 50 should be like 20,000 for this 10 to 20,000 for 2 Omegas, stuff like that. But I do like the idea of using credits. Sometimes people get a little overabundance of credits and ship currency. But another store added in should also allow some of the newer characters to be added in the store, and then have a variety random choice. So you get, like, say 10 characters in or 15 characters in. For example, I'm just exampling these 4 here, and every refresh that store would have would refresh not the character to another character, which eventually they could do that, but adding a character or having that character be refreshed based on currency. So say one time, say this Dengar will be a Cantina Cantina currency, Cantina battle tokens. Then one day it'll be Squad Arena, and then one day it'll be Galactic War or Fleet Arena. You never know, and it changes every refresh. So you can play around with, do I want to spend my Squad Arena tokens for that or not? Do I want to spend it, Galactic? You get the choice. It gives you a random choice. And so they could theoretically add a new store for some of these newer characters, because I feel like L3 could be in this type of store. I feel like, oh man, there's a plethora of characters. I'm going to go to the bottom. Actually, there's one right at the top. Range Trooper could be in one of those stores. I feel like should have been in one of those stores. Aura Singh, I feel like when she becomes free to play, she should be in it. T3 should be in it. Vandor Chewie or Zalbar. And you don't have to have the cost 400. They could do 450 to 500. 100 per one shard. It wouldn't hurt that much. So, but I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts on improving with the cadence of marquee events and how to farm the characters once they become free to play. I don't know. I feel like this game could be improved significantly, and I know they've been listening to us. There's some things they haven't yet, like, this is the last thing I forgot. I almost forgot this. Characters from, like, around when last October, from Night Sisters, except Mother Talzin, all the Night Sisters and a lot of the older characters should come into the Bronzium, and giving you a chance for shards and gear 1 to 3 or 1 to 5, but giving us more characters. First off, this store this Bronzium packs could be significantly improved. Why not? It would give more characters to work with, and then once you have characters at 7-star, you'll be getting extra shard currency for your gear. But another thing with this thing is, of course, a lot of people they haven't really been, a lot of people have been requesting adding multiple, like this 4 times or 4x, so you get 4 versus the 1 to speed up your, spending of the ally points. So they could do a 5, a 1, then a 5, 10, 15, or a 4, 8, 12, something like that. And then I feel like the Bronzium should be thrown in resources, so you don't have to scroll as far to go get them because of all these new packs. But yeah, I don't know, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree with these ideas on how to improve marquee farming, marqueed character farming? Again, thanks for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.